we've asked maybe linebackers, linemen about this, but when you face a team that runs the ball as well as Notre Dame does, what role does the secondary play, both in terms of obviously, your keys and tackling and things, but especially when you're facing a defense where the quarterback is going to be as intentional about being part of that rushing attack and being basically that 11th man on the offense, even running the ball. What is important for a secondary in helping get that under control?
Secondary basically just have to read their keys, stay disciplined, and don't fall asleep. Basically, just do their job.
We'll go Mike and then Dylan.
Yeah, D'Angelo asked Elijah Surratt about his impressions of you. He said you were the best quarterback he's ever faced. Curious what you take away from your time going against him in practice and your thoughts on his skill set.
Man, that's my guy, man. He's the best receiver I've faced. He got me way better, especially starting from my freshman year. That's who I always wanted to go against in practice. So he's definitely a great competition. And every time I see him, it's iron super iron. So he definitely got me better to the point where I am now.
We'll go Dylan, second row on your right, and then Rabbi.
One of the guys in here earlier made a comment about your future, saying you have a lot of potential and he hopes to see you, progress down the road. What sort of feeling do you have about having all your brothers' backs?
Hey, can you repeat that?
Yeah, one of your teammates was in here saying he was talking kind of about your future and your progression going forward, and kind of what you have about your brothers' backs and having them going forward.
Just my future. You said that about my future.
He gave you a compliment. I'm curious what you have to say about all that.
I mean, that's nice to know, but I have to put it on the field. So myself, I just continue to be my best version of myself each and every day and try to get better. So I'm not really focused on the future. I'm focused on now.
We'll go Rabbi, front row right, and then Todd.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious what you've seen as far as changes in student body toward football, the town, just all the attention, people showing up. Just what was it like when you first got here? What's it like now? Just give us a sense, the change through your eyes.
I mean, obviously everybody knows the crowd and changed since the first game, but just even around campus, things are a lot different. I would like to say, like, people walk up to me around campus and stuff like that. That wasn't happening in the first couple of weeks, so that changed a lot. And the support we just get around football, we just changed that whole. So yeah, it's definitely good.
Go front row left to Todd, and then to Daniel.
D'Angelo, a lot of you guys have exuded confidence throughout the season, but one of your defensive teammates that I think has exuded it maybe most of all has been Mikhail Kamara. What's he like as a teammate for you, and how is his confidence and the way he speaks so confidently about the team kind of infectious for everybody?
He's a leader. He leads by example. He doesn't really speak that much, but you can definitely tell he's a guy that leads by example. And when I talk to him, he's definitely a confident guy. He's always trying to get to the quarterback, and he just tells me to do my job. He tells me to cover for 3 seconds, and he'll get there. So yeah.
Go Daniel on your left, then Seth.
I'm Mikhail as well. A lot of us see this all-American edge rusher, just this really imposing guy. Who is he, or what is there off the field that we may not know about him?
You may not know Mikhail. That's a good question. I don't know, but I want to say you may not know Mikhail is a family guy. He likes his family, so I guess that.
Go left to Seth, and then Jack.
D'Angelo, in a position like this, how are you kind of balancing, it's just another game going into this versus, allowing yourself to kind of appreciate the position that you guys are in?
I'm really balancing it by you got to take it like another game. You can't just do extra things. You can't be Superman. You got to do your job. So it's really another game. You got to do your job. Don't make it like too big of a game for you.
Go Jack on your left, and then Adam.
Yeah, D'Angelo, you received some All-American recognition this season. What was your reaction to hearing that, and how do you sort of reflect on what you accomplished this year?
I mean, it's a blessing just to get notarized by everybody in the country, especially me being overlooked coming out of high school. It's definitely a blessing to have my talents be noticed around the world.
Go Adam and Audrey.
It has been decades since Indiana and Notre Dame have played. To have them as the opponent that's drawn, in addition to the stakes and the stage, do you sense extra excitement on campus and in the community that it's an in-state rivalry that you guys get to play for the first time since the early 90s?
Yes, definitely. Especially around Bloomington, you can definitely tell people are excited. People getting tickets. You can see by the ticket prices. There's definitely a lot of support coming from Bloomington.
Go Audrey, and then Will.
you're not the only person to have said like iron sharpens iron with this team. How special is it to make it to this point with this team and to have gone through this season?
I mean, very special. We've been working hard since I came here, fall camp. So definitely we've been going at each other. So it was definitely time to go at other opponents, and we were ready for it. And I feel like we prepared well for that each and every day. So definitely we got each other better, and we were prepared well for the season.
Will, second row on your right, and then Joe.
D'Angelo, you play what's arguably one of the hardest physical positions in football. How are you able to practice every single day and just keep getting better, and now you become an All-American nationally?
I start with my coach, and honestly, he's teaching me everything I need to know. He prepares me well. Just trusting my technique. That's basically what it is, though. Going out there, just trusting your technique and winning your one-on-one. So that's basically what I do.
All right, we'll go through on your right to Joe, and we'll wrap with Colin.
D'Angelo, a lot of the guys that have talked today have talked about brotherhood, family, what this team means. What does this team mean to you specifically?
I mean, it means a lot to me. All the guys in here, even the transfers, everything, they took me in with open arms. It definitely means a lot to me, and I definitely want to bring a national championship here to Bloomington.
All right, last one, front row right.
Having a chip on your shoulder has kind of been a theme of this team all season. Is that something that you've carried throughout the season, and if so, how's that affected you?
Definitely had a chip on my shoulder since the beginning of the season. When I first transferred here, it was a lot of naysayers or people saying whatever, but I definitely held with a chip on my shoulder the whole season. I felt like I had something to prove. So I knew I could do it, but it was a lot of people saying I couldn't. So definitely had a chip on my shoulder and played with a chip on my shoulder all the time.
All right, thanks, D'Angelo.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.